Yo, what's going on, guys? That's Spec Gaming back once again in GTNH, down episode 42. And today, let's start off in this area over here by the AE2. We are running a new cable down. This is the red cable. And we reorganized a little bit. We moved these guys up here. Most likely not the final spot for them again. Yeah, we're going to be running cables down now and into here. I'm probably going to move this power cable to find a more elegant solution for it. But for now, that's what we're doing. And then the red line runs out here. The power line runs below. And we're bringing these both over here because we're starting a new area for the EECs and all their byproducts. So yeah, we have two of them here right now. One is for the carbonate gasoline. One is for the Redcap Sapper. I need to save some room for blazes and likely Enderman as well. So we'll make sure to do that. And I'll leave the villagers over there as well because I think that the villagers are important because they give the most LP. So yeah, we're gonna need at least two more of these. So I'll block that out as well. Might as well do it right now. Should use a different block. Use Abyssal. So when you wall share, they're 4 long. 2, 3, 4. So this is the middle. And that would be the controller of that one. That's right? Yeah, I think it is. Okay. So yeah, we're going to leave that blocked out like that so I can make sure that I do that later and I don't build over it. And now to deal with this, I think what I'm going to do is make a little subnet. Instead of running like a million things all over the place, we're just going to route it into like a miniature subnetwork. And then we're going to transport the byproducts where they got to go, process them, and then send them to super chests. So yeah, that's the plan for that. And I'm going to get working on that, figuring out exactly what it's going to look like. But it's probably going to fill this room, perhaps vertically. I'm not sure. Maybe we could do like a little scaffold up there and do it all up there. That'd be a kind of cool idea. Yeah, I think that's the first thing I'm going to approach today because there's a lot of stuff that I want from these guys. Specifically the sappers. So I think I looked at it before, but let's just take a look at let's take a look at their drops real quick. So yeah, like this is what I really want. I want balance shards because it's a little bit annoying making them all the time, and it'd be awesome to have them processed automatically. So yeah, we'll store like a buffer of balance shards, I guess, but turn the rest into Salus Mundus. Salus Mundus is what I'm really looking for. So I'd probably keep a small amount of balance shards and turn most of it to Salus Mundus. These are nice to have. And the gold and diamond's going to be really great to have as well. And then coal's just like whatever, it's okay. So these guys are going to be really super helpful. So we're going to focus on this first. I might as well... Can I bookmark this somehow? I guess if I bookmark one of these items, I'll bookmark the Gapple because it's kind of a iconic item. So we're going to take a look at all the processings for these and work through it. All right, so I'm kind of going off over here. I've routed up power and 2 different ME cables up here. And this is how we're going to be doing it for now. We'll see how this works, if we like it or not. I don't know. But we're stacking this stuff. I made a new multi-block electrolyzer for this because I think it's just the best way to do things going forward. Make everything upgradable in a very easy way. Yeah, if I want to upgrade all this, all I gotta do is replace the hatches now instead of having to redo the whole system. So to finish this guy needs to be on gas tiers. And we'll see if that's fast enough. I can make an acceleration card if I have to. This is an output bus. I need I guess an import bus. I feel like it's troll to use the buses. I don't know. It's probably better to have an interface and then filter the output. I think I'm going to do that instead. I'm a little bit low on interfaces right now. See, I'm very low on titanium. Yeah, 12 titanium is 30% of my titanium. I think the next thing... Oh, yikes. I think the next thing I got to do is rebuild the titanium processing because it's currently broken. Yeah, we'll take a look at this and then I'll explain the control scheme for this as well. So this machine is going to be set to turn off with redstone based on the fullness of this output hatch. So if this output hatch fills up, this output hatch is going to be filling with salt water. And the salt water goes to here. This thing is not allowed to void. Void mode, void nothing. Same goes for this. Maybe this can void items. I need to think about that. But this is a void nothing. So if this backs up because the chlorine is full, this will stop and will stop everything. I may want to change that eventually because maybe I'll have a use for the dust output, but I kind of doubt that. I think the chlorine is the main thing we want from this. We're also making hydrogen. I set the hydrogen tank to void overflow. I don't remember what else I'm using to make hydrogen right now, but I gotta look into that if I wanted to keep that on void overflow. I think I have nothing making hydrogen right now. I think I was making it from methane, I believe, and I've dried up on that. But my plan is to get bees to get to the oil comb, so I'll have infinite methane again. Ooh, I'm actually blocking the muffler right now. That would mean the machine would not work. So there, now it would work. Okay, I'm gonna grab the interface that I crafted. I gotta be very careful with my titanium. And then I'll need a filter. I already have my atom conduits. Yeah, I think this will be better. I do know there's a way to copy and paste the settings of these. I don't remember how to do that. If anybody knows how to do that, let me know. Like, actually, I would like to remember that. Okay, so you get the filter, and you get gas tiers. And the way I'm doing that, you just hold left click on this. I guess right click works too, but then you can grab it and drag it without actually owning the item. It's very nice. So yeah, we will extract gas tiers when we have them. And then they'll go in here, circuit 9. I just picked circuit 9 because I think it's better to get the full dust. I don't want to have to package them. And the dust will go in here to be sorted later. Everything's going to come to this empty chest as well. And just go where it's got to go, then to super chests. Alright, so I didn't make the super chest storage, but this will buffer it for now. I think we could ready to turn this on. So we're making gunpowder. Oh, it kind of tells you what you're getting. That's kind of cool. Ahead of time. So yeah, we finally get a gas here. So in this input hatch over here, I actually have a looting 3 sword. And I made this with magical wood. And magical wood gives you 8 modifiers at the beginning. Like, I can kind of make some like super good tools now. Not that I need them anymore, but that is something that I can do. Okay, cool. So these are going in there. I like this. What can we do with the gunpowder? I don't know if anything really useful. I don't remember what you use this for. Yeah, potions, okay. Cave Johnson's grenade juice. I don't know. Maybe it'll become apparent at some point. But I made a bunch of super chests. I forget where they are. Are they in my tool chest here? Maybe I didn't make them. I don't remember. I thought I made like 10 super chests. I think I'm... They wouldn't be in here, would they? No, they wouldn't be. Oh, I remember why I didn't, because I didn't have this programmed. Okay, yeah, well, we can make that pretty easily. And the good news is this does not take anything that I'm low on. Okay, so I gotta teach this pulsating iron. And this is kind of just how the gameplay is right now. I like it. It's pretty fun. And then also conveyor modules, LV. Okay. These probably just aren't programmed due to lack of space. That's probably what I'm going to see here. And I can't get more space right now. Am I going crazy? I can't get more space right now because I can't make more interfaces because I'm broke. It is what it is, though. Okay, I at least have LV motors on. Yeah, these assemblers can take more. I'll just throw it in there. And this needs a blast furnace, I believe. Yeah, okay. This will be temporary. I'm going to make a new blast furnace area very soon. We actually have the dust on craft already, which is interesting. You know, I don't even think I don't think I have blast furnaces set up yet on the AE system to be automated. Ooh, that's the problem. Okay. Can we do 32? No, we can't. Let's do like 16. Okay. I guess I gotta kill some Endermen. Unless I feel like I made this already. Okay, I have a bunch sitting in here. Like, I remember doing that. I don't know, maybe I made the super chest, but it didn't save. I don't really remember. Okay, well, let's just make like 10 of them. And then we can make our little storage spots up here. I'm just going to keep them local to the area. I think that makes more sense to me than centralizing the storage somewhere random. And I'm probably just going to put it all underground where you can't see it as well. Thinking about that, I'm not sure if I want to do that or not. Maybe I'll put it on the side over here. That's kind of a good, decent spot for it. I don't know. I'll decide where I want to put that by the time these things are done, because it's going to take a minute. So I added one more layer of controls here. If this sees 128 gas tiers, we'll send a signal to turn off the EEC that's making the gas. So yeah, this seems to be pretty good now. Only thing that I want to do is put a storage bus. Actually, no, I'm not going to do that on there. We're going to make a separate buffer for gas tiers. Well, my chest should be done. Okay, they are. So these are going to buffer up an absurd amount of materials, which is interesting, I guess. Yeah, we're getting a lot. Okay, we got to deal with this. I got to see how I want to do that. And also, if I go downstairs, I have quite a bit of it. So maybe we could use this somehow. Alright, so it's next day my time, and I had a little bit of a change of heart. We're not doing the super chest. We're just going to make a big ME drive over here, and we'll upgrade it as we need to. The only solution I don't have right now is a way to void the excess materials I have here, because I'm going to have like a bajillion sodium hydroxide again, and like gunpowder. I don't need that much of it. I'll have to think about it. I'd also like to hold a small amount of gas tiers and send the rest of them to the thing. Not quite sure how to do that either right now, but again, I'll eventually come up with a solution, I think. Yeah, turn this guy on. So he's producing now. We threw in a centrifuge up here. I just did an HV one. That keeps up plenty. We don't make that many golden apples right now. Maybe once we upgrade this thing, we'll start making more golden apples and we'll need to upgrade this. I don't know. We'll see. I had to throw a second interface up here as well because I needed a P2P channel. And when you put a storage bus in the interface, you get to see what is inside the subnet. And we needed that. So yeah, but now we have all this stuff automated. Or at least just slowly passive, which is pretty nice. So what is next on the list? Let's find out. Alright, so what's next actually is going to be bee breeding. And I'm over here slowly figuring stuff out. Someone recommended a really nice video that was teaching me a lot. And I started running the Tropical Queen over here. Because I made my personal dimension a jungle biome because I like the grass color. In case I wanted to use grass here. And that works out really well for these guys. But for these other bees, it's not going to work so well. So when you put the bees in the beetleizer, you get a lot of stats. I feel like once I kind of master this, I should make my own video on it. But basically what we're getting at right here is that this bee is not going to work in this biome right now. And that is because the climate it wants. It wants a normal climate, normal humidity. And it has no tolerance, so it needs that right now. Or that's just what the specific bee needs. So let's take one of these, let's take some of these. And let's go see if the overworld biome that I was in meets that threshold. So I pretty much just ran around until I found a place that has normal on it. And we're going to do it over here. at least to help me figure it out. So from what I understand, you basically do that. I have a single Oblivion frame. It needs to be daytime. Okay. Okay, one quick. So we already got some stuff out of that. I really don't know what I'm doing. We did get a common one, though. This is Forest Meadows. Okay, so the common isn't like pure. Okay, this is a new one. Cultivated Princess. Don't really know what that means, but we got it. That's the next step. I don't know what I'm doing. All right, this has been a struggle because I don't really know what I'm doing, but I managed to get a purebred common queen now. And the main issue with this bee right now is that, number one, it only has a fertility of 2, so it's only making 2 bees at a time. But I'm not quite sure how to fix that right now, but we're just going to leave it as is. And the other thing is that in my home biome, it is damp and warm, so a lot of the bees aren't happy here. So I have 2 different ideas to try and fix this. One idea is to make some of these potions of the shifting seasons. And it's in here. It's kind of hard to find it. Where is it? It's in the effects. So yeah, the recipe isn't showing up in NEI anymore. But basically, if you read through all this, what you got to do is make a custom brew and then put in the effect, which is a level 8 effect of the shifting seasons, which is going to be a page from the biome book. And then let me take a closer look. Where was it? Capacity. So you got to upgrade the capacity of this. So you need to use, you got to get the capacity to +8. And to do that, you need to use a nether wart, tear of the goddess, diamond vapor, and a diamond. Or if you have like nether stars, you could use a nether star and any 2 of these you like. But we don't have nether stars on call like that, so we're gonna go with these 4 things. So yeah, and then as far as I know, that's all that you need then. So you put the water bucket in here, those 4 things, and the page. Let me see if that is everything. I was also looking at a wiki page for it. Oh, you also need a gunpowder to make it a splash potion. Almost forgot. I think it's in the modifiers. No, I don't think so. But there's more stuff you could do with it too. Like quaffing is, I believe, just how fast you drink it. But you can make some custom potions with this. The only one that really is important to industrial people like me is the shifting seasons. It's going to help me make my bees without having to do an insane acclimatizer setup, which I was starting to work on, and then I'm like, okay, this is a bit annoying. Long term, though, the acclimatizer is going to be useful. So let me explain these guys. Let's go back over. So I made these because they're pretty easy. They take basically only MV components and I think a little bit of stainless steel, which is not bad at all. And the acclimatizers basically allow you to make your bees happy in any biome. So you have some inputs that you give to them, and they have an effect. So the ice is -0.75, the blaze rod is +0.75, and that helps them with their temperature. You can also use lava if you have that, but make sure you throw it in a capsule because apparently if you use a bucket, they eat the bucket. Snowballs and blaze powder have a smaller effect, so I mean maybe blaze powder is more effective in the long run because you can get at least 2 per blaze rod, but whatever. And then if they like a more damp or more dry environment, you can use water or you could use sand. I guess there's no way to get a higher output of the sand. It's only a -0.15, but we have sand automated pretty easily, so I don't care about that. The bad news is we're in a jungle biome here, so sand is the only thing I have automated really there, and I don't need that. So that's awesome. But yeah, I think for now we're just gonna work in this area over here and start changing the biomes a bunch, and we'll make like a biome for each combination of warm and damp, and we'll see if that works. I actually don't know if it's gonna change the humidity or not. We'll have to see about that. But yeah, I'm down to just experiment with the potion because they're not that expensive. So let me put some more stuff away, clean out my inventory, and I'll gather the materials I need to make a couple of these. Oh yeah, there is one more requirement to make those. And let me do what I said and actually clean up. You actually need 5,000 altar power. I don't know where it says it. Might not even be in here. Yeah, it does say it's over here in the effects area. So yeah, 5,000 for regular, 7,000 for rituals. For the ritual, I think that you just need to make like a circle around the cauldron, but for just the regular, you just make it and take a potion of it, which is what we'll be doing. All right, so I made one of the brews of the shifting seasons. The next time I make one, I will show you how I did it. I had to watch a video to remember how to do it, but it wasn't that bad actually. Okay, now I've decided that I removed the grass here, and we're gonna make this more of an organized layout, and we're gonna see if this works now. Gotta be careful. This is a river biome, and it said it was 50% on both humidity and climate. Okay, yeah, well, that's normal now. That's awesome. Okay. And then where is the biome change? Is it just on the single block? Yeah, it is. I'm looking at my humidity up here in the top left. So you can see the humidity is 50% there. I move one block anywhere else, it is not. That's pretty cool. All right, so this is how I'm going to be working around this now. I guess he didn't want any flowers. And then I'm going to need a frame. Okay. Because yeah, I just want to breed this in a cycle for a little bit. I'm also going to need item conduits and a filter. I can go grab those. I just threw that in the AE system. I know that I did. I need a drop down for the AE system over there. I also wish that there was a way to just beam my like consciousness into the AE system search bar, so I don't have to remove my hand from the mouse. Anybody else feel that? Okay. So I mean, realistically, I think we're just gonna cycle them because it's just a the genetics of this aren't gonna change. It's just gonna be common always, and he's gonna produce me some honeycombs. So yeah, that'll be really nice. All right, so we're gonna make something that is new to me, which is the World Accelerator. So these guys are going to take 6 amps of whatever's here that they are. This one being EV is going to take 6 amps of EV, and they basically speed up the world around them. So I'm going to throw this. I guess we'll just put it right here. And I'm going to make a little spot for, I guess, all of them to have a drop down for this. So we got to get our high amp transformer. I forgot cables, but we're going to hook this thing up, and it's going to speed up our bees even more. And I think the idea is I'm just going to move one of them around for now, but I can make more of them later when I have a more stable source of titanium. Because whatever I have now, this is the end of it. I have no more titanium dust in my chest or anything, unless I have a stash laying around somewhere. So we gotta chill for a little bit. We gotta relax. What am I looking for? I'm looking for tungsten steel cables, and I'm looking for aluminums. I need bigger aluminums. Yeah, the 8Xs will do. So let's hook this thing up, and we're gonna see how it works. Oh, you know, I gotta put it in tile entity mode. Okay, cool. So now it'll actually speed that up. I'm not sure on the range of this thing either. I assume it's just close to the block. Okay, EV. Actually, the big guy should be facing this way. All right, it's working. Let's put the frame in and see how it goes. Oh, wow. Wow, that's so good. So my goal here is to make a whole bunch of the bees that are of the same and just keep like a backlog of it. Okay, this is crazy fast. Let me grab a lever real quick and see if that turns it off. I hope it turns it off. And if I were making that, I would make the lever turn it off. I probably should make another Thaumic Restorer as well and leave it over here. No, it looks like the lever does not turn it off. What if I give it a machine controller? I kind of doubt this will work, but let's see. I mean, why wouldn't it? Oh, cool, it does work. I don't know, I was assuming that would only work with multi-blocks. Wow, in just that time, we already have 17 of these guys. That's awesome. Question is, are these the ones that I actually want? I don't know. Let's take a scan on one. No, don't do that. Alright, I can already see why these are OP. But I do know there's a caveat with these, is that they cause a lot of lag. So you want to be careful with where you do this on. So lifespan shorter is nice. Production, I'd like that better. Sure. Fertility's low. I don't know. We'll make like a super good bee later. I just kind of want to back up in case I mess this up. Let's run it and get to 32 of these guys, and then we will move on to the next type of bee. Alright, so I'm out in the end right now because I basically saw that the Maddening Frame of Frenzy, there was a certain bee that I could use that I could actually find and just pretty much by default use it, and that's the Oblivion bees. So I'm flying underneath the end island, and whenever you see these like one block obsidian things, you dig up and then there's a hive here. Okay, they're both pristine. We'll get one more for good measure, and then I'll leave the rest of them in case I need more of them in a different date or something. Oh, I got a steadfast from that one. Interesting. Wonder if that will be useful. All right, now let's go back. All right, so I'm back at the base, and we're about done with this episode. I'm going to continue being confused with the bees. I don't think that it's worthwhile for me to record all that. I'm going to try to figure it out on my own. Basically, my end goal here is to get through this first little batch of breeds, to get to the Imperial and the Industrious drones, or I guess princesses, and that will help me get to Royal Jelly, which is really what I need. I need this for alvearies, because yeah, to make the scented paneling, you need pollen clusters and Royal Jelly, both of which these guys should be making. Yeah, so he makes pollen, and the other guy makes the jelly. So yeah, that's the goal. So it's a little bit away. I'm going to try to figure out what I'm doing along the way. So we already got a good step. We got commons done and in the bag. So I have a chest full of backups now. If I ever lose like the drones that I have or whatever, or if I want to go back to them, I can breed the common drones with like pretty much any princess, and it'll eventually make it into one of these. So from what I understand, there you really are limited in supply of princesses, so you need to be breaking new hives to get new princesses, which is interesting, I guess. Making it make sense to myself. But yeah, I'm going to work on the cultivated bees. We're going to see if I can get a little bit farther before I come back. And yeah, until then, we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching, and have a good day.